revenue allocation sharing formula so that no county loses money. The MPs argue that should the proposal by the Senate Finance Committee pass in its original form, then their people will be marginalized further. Senate is tomorrow expected to convene in a seventh attempt to unlock the impasse that's threatening to paralyze county governments.
This new formula is simply a return to the sessional number 10 of 1965, which is known to have institutionalized marginalization. We're here to debunk some of the myths and fallacies surrounding the issue of where yields come from, because our region is one of the biggest contributors to our national revenue, yet are the biggest losers. Our region significantly contributes to national revenue through livestock, tourism, extractive and energy sectors, to mention but a few. As you are aware, pastoralists from arid and semi-arid regions in this country have been excluded from decision-making and deliberately denied access to key services by successive regimes, mainly through such inequitable sharing of resources formula until the advent of the 2010 Constitution that heralded the devolved system of government. It's only after devolution that we have seen a transformation in many sectors of ASALs, thanks to the devolved funds. But even then, the communities in the ASAL region are still the most vulnerable, marginalized and poorest communities in Kenya. This serves as a pointer to the enormous work still ahead of us, that of bridging the gap between ourselves and the rest of the country, a gap that is as a result of decades of neglect of this region. The ASAL counties occupy more than 75% of Kenya's total landmass and are also the most disadvantaged by the new county revenue share formula, meaning locking out the entire country out of the development discourse. This is exactly what happened in the past with sessional paper number 10 of 1965, that resulted in high levels of illiteracy, poverty, lack of water, poor infrastructure, insecurity and poor access to basic services in Kenya, particularly in our region compared to the rest of the country. And there's a real danger of aggravating an already bad situation and jeopardizing all the gains we have witnessed in the last few years through devolution. Article 209(b)(3) of the Constitution affirms that public finance systems shall promote an equitable society, and in particular, expenditure shall promote equitable development of the country, including by making special provision of marginalized groups and areas. Therefore, those propagating for the amended version of the new resource allocation formula and supporting the so-called one man, one shilling politics are not only returning us to those dark days of equitable development, but are also undermining the spirit and letter of our Constitution.
Now, still on that, let's now speak with our political reporter Jeff Kirui to provide some insights into the revenue sharing stalemate ahead of the Senate vote